The screen is visible, huh?
Yes,
The
ma'am.
window is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, ma. So first Java 1.0, after that 1.1, and next the third version is Java 2. So here the 2 indicates a second generation, and then actually the version number is 1.2, but this here the 2 represent the second generation of Java. So here they have introduced several concepts that is a collection framework, all those things, and some of the methods are all deprecated. That methods are suspend, resume, stop. So these methods are belonging to the thread concept. And afterwards 1.3 J2SE 1.3 J2SE 1.4. So what is a J2SE means? A Java 2 Platform Standard Edition. Java 2, that here the 2 indicates second generation Java 2 Platform Standard Edition. In each version, one new concept introduced. Here in Java 1.4, the keyword assert, the chained exception, all those things are introduced. So we will see all those things later. You just know the keywords which are all introduced in each version. So just to know the keyword of all those things, we will see the concept later. And J2SE5, so here these concepts are introduced, and here the developer kit was called JDK5. So what is mean by developer kit, Nama? You want to compile or you want to execute the program, you need to download that developer kit. So here that version number is called 1 point number, but here the 5 represent product version number. So here the 5 represent product version number, but this 1.5 is an internal version number. Actually, this J2SE5 is called Java 1.5. So what is this Java 1.5? This 1.5 is internal version number or a developer version number. But here that 5 J2SE5, no. So in that 5 is called product version number. Afterwards, Java SE6, then Java SE7. In SE7, usually we can work that switch statement by using integer data type, float, char, double, any other data type. Can we use a string data type in switch? In C++, can we use a string data type in switch? Anyone can say?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we use string data type in switch?
Yes, ma'am, we use.
It is not possible, in C++, we can use a switcher for integer data type, double data type, char data type, all those things are possible. But for switch with the string data type is not possible in C++. But in Java, from Java SE7, that is Java 1.7, from 1.7, the string can be worked with the switch can be worked with the string data type. And then here, have you hear about exception handling in C++? Actually, you don't have exception handling topic in your syllabus last time. Am I correct, ma?
Yes,
Do you have exception? You don't have exception handling, no? So what is the compile time? During compilation, if you get any error, so that is handled by compiler, no? So it will. So during runtime, if you get any errors, that is handled by that exception handling mechanism. So here, in exception handling mechanism, to handle the runtime error, many keywords are there. Some of the keywords are try, catch, all those things. So what is the purpose of a try means? The which statement may cause a runtime error. So that programmer only responsible for that. So which program are all may cause runtime error, that are all going to be written within the try block. if there is an error occurred during runtime, if there is an error occurred, then that try block throw the exception. For throwing that exception, we need one more keyword called throw. After throwing that exception, that is catched by one block. So for that, we need one more keyword called catch. So in that catch block, we're going to handle the runtime errors. So we will see that and all in exception handling topic. But just you know what is the purpose of try, what is the purpose of throw, and what is the purpose of catch. So what is the purpose of try? So the which statement are all may cause a runtime error. We have to write that statement within try block. So within the try block, if a runtime error is occurred, that is thrown by the keyword, that exceptions are thrown by the keyword throw, and that exception is catched within the catch block. So we need a 3 important keyword in exception handling mechanism: try, throw, catch. Here one new from JDK 1.7, one new try block is introduced. So that is try with the resource path. So we will see this thing later, ma. But in every version, one new concept they have introduced in Java. And then afterwards, Java SE 8 was developed, and 9, then 10. So now which version we are having currently means 11. So the developer kit is called JDK 11, ma. So if you want to compile and execute, all have to download this JDK 11. If you want to compile as well as execute, now you need the JDK 11. If you only going to execute your program, now only JRE is enough, ma, Java Runtime Environment. But as a programmer, we need to compile, and also we have to execute the program. So compile means that compiler will convert the bytecode. JRE, what is the purpose of JRE now? That will convert, that JRE only contains the JVM and JIT compiler and all. So that JRE will convert the bytecode to executable code. So if you want to compile as well as execute, now you have to download JDK 11. So the current version is JDK 11. At least you try, if JDK 11 is not possible, at least you try to download that is JDK 1.8 or JDK 1.9. Most of the concept are available from JDK 1.8. Other than 1.8, 1.9, you don't go the lowest version of compilation, ma. Better you try to use more than 1.8, 1.8, 1.9, 1.10, 1.11, like that. Okay. Now you understood, Appa. So here several versions are there. In each version, some new concept are introduced. If I try to explain all those new concepts, you cannot you cannot understand all those things. So we will see one by one all the new concept later, pa. Ma, shall I move to the next topic, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now screen is visible, Appa.
Yes, ma'am.
Yesterday we have seen. Okay, thank you, pa. Yesterday we have seen a history of Java. Today we have seen some of the evolution of Java, and now we're going to see the overview of Java, pa. So yesterday itself, we have seen how to Java is compiled and how Java is executed. So first, we have to write the Java source code. So in C++, how will you write the Java source code, ma? You have to write the Java source code in an editor. That may be any text editor. How will you save the program of C++, ma? With the extension With the what?
Extension .cpp.
Dot .cpp. Very good, very good. That C program saved with the extension .c, and C++ is executed. Sorry, C++ saved with the .cpp, and then and this Java source code. How you have to save this Java source code means by using that extension .java. Java. So after writing that source code, we have to compile by using Java compiler. So what is the name of the Java compiler? Java C. Name of the Java compiler is Java C. So after compiling the code, we will get the bytecode. So that bytecode here, the Java source code, Java compiler, Java bytecode are all platform independent, but the JVM and JIT are all platform dependent. So here so we need a separate interpreter, separate JVM for Windows. We need separate JVM for Mac OS. Like we need a separate Java interpreter for Unix. So for different platform, we need a different Java interpreter. That is JVM. And then this is called Java development. JDK is called Java development kit. Already I told you, Nama, if you download this Java development kit means you can compile as well as you can execute the program. But once you compiled, you have only you have a bytecode means you're going to execute that program. For that only JRE is enough. So that JDK contains a two part. That one part contains Java C debugger jar, which helps in compiling the source code. So that is .java files into bytecode. Now that bytecode, after compiling the Java file, we will get the bytecode. No? So what is the extension of that bytecode file means a .class. Source code extension is .java. After compiling that, we will get the bytecode. So what is the extension of that bytecode? That is .class. So that the first part is called Java C debugger jar, and the second part JRE, Java runtime environment. So it contains utilities like Java. So like Java, which here this Java, by using this only we're going to execute. So how we have to compile now? We have to compile by using Java C. Java C file name .java. So Java C is a compiler. So that will compile the source code. So then how we have to execute that program means Java and then the class file name. Java and then the class file name. The class file only contains the bytecode. Class file only contains the bytes code. So this JRE contained Java. After that only Java, then we have to give the class file name to execute. So this JRE contains the Java. So executing the bytecode. So Java compiler is Java C. So Java C is the executable application which compiles the .java source file into bytecode. So that is .class file. So Java C is included in JDK. And then Java runtime environment JRE helps in running the program. JRE contains the JVM, the Java classes package and the runtime libraries. If we do not want to write a program but only execute the program written by others, now only JRE is enough. You no need to install the full developer kit JDK. Only you can download JRE and you can execute the bytecode. So Java virtual machine is an important part of JRE. So JDK contain two parts. So one is Java C, another one is JRE. So the JRE contain JVM, so which actually runs the program .class file. So it uses the Java class libraries and the runtime libraries to execute those programs. So every operating system or platform will have different JVM, and then Java executable. So Java is an application which execute the .class files. I told you, Nama, how we have to compile Java C source code, source file name .java. So sorry, source file name, Java C source file name. And then how we have to execute that bytecode means Java and then that class file name, dot class file name. And then next, just-in-time compiler. So this just-in-time compiler inside the JVM, which helps in compiling certain parts of the bytecode into machine code for higher performance. Note that only certain part of bytecode will be compiled to the machine code. To other parts are usually interpreted and executed. So that the JIT only compile some certain part of code. It won't compile all the part of code. Only it will compile certain part of code to improve the performance. The remaining part are only interpreted and executed. So Java is distributed in two packages, JDK and JRE. JDK and JRE. When JDK is installed, it also contains the JRE. Once if you install the JDK, it is also contained JRE. So JRE contains JVM and JIT. When JRE alone install, it contains only JVM and JIT. If you install JDK means it contains both JDK as well as JRE. If you install JRE alone, it will contain only JVM and JIT libraries. That is just-in-time libraries. Screen is not moving. So here we have a JDK. So that within JDK we have a compiler, debugger, everything, and also we have a JRE. So within the JRE we have a JVM and a JIT. So first we have to write the source code. So with the extension .java. With the extension .java. So how we have to save the program? With the extension .java. So after compiling by using Java compiler, then we will get the corresponding class file. So this class file only have the bytecode of that source code. So dot class. So then this class file are executed by JVM. This class file are executed by JVM. So JVM, JRE, JDK are platform dependent, but Java program and its bytecode is platform independent. JVM, JRE, JDK are all platform dependent, but Java program and its bytecode is platform independent. So you know Java is object-oriented programming. Why? Because that object-oriented programming means we need some of the properties. So the properties are encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. So the Java also support these properties. So then you can say Java is object-oriented programming. And here Java does not support operator overloading concept. In C++ you have studied operator overloading concept, no? But Java does not support operator overloading concept, and Java does not support a template, that is a generic programming. Java does not support a template, generic programming. Java does not support a multiple inheritance. So why Java does not support a multiple inheritance means, yesterday I told you that in C++, due to multiple inheritance, we will get the diamond problem. So what is mean by diamond problem? Here, what is mean by multiple inheritance? What is mean by multiple inheritance? Anyone can say about multiple inheritance, ma? Anyone can say what is multiple inheritance?
Like one class properties are inherited by other class.
That is inheritance, ma. What does mean by multiple inheritance?
Two parent classes.
1 into 2 or 2 to 1, like that.
One class is inherited from one or more classes.
Multiple inheritance means that one class is inherited from more than one class. So here D, class D. So you assume this class D. Now this class D is inherited from both B and C. B and C means then this is called multiple inheritance. That single class that is inherited from more than one base class means that is multiple inheritance. And now here this B and C are already inherited from class A means, so what we will get? We will get the diamond problem. So what is the diamond problem means? It is look like a diamond, no? Actually here class A, class A, class B, class C here, and then here class D. So it is look like a diamond, so that's why it is called a diamond problem. Here that properties of A is inherited to class B as well as it is inherited to class C. So now what will happen? The D is inherit the class A property from class B as well as from class C. So what will happen? The duplication of A items are available in D class. So to avoid that, in Java, this multiple inheritance concept is sorry. Wait, ma. To avoid this diamond problem diamond problem occurred by multiple inheritance, it is solved by one more new concept in Java. The concept is called the interface bar. So here we are going to implement a multiple inheritance by using the concept interface in Java. So Java does not support a global variable. So in C++, C++ support global variable or not?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You can declare the variable
Yes,
name.
ma'am.
Very good, ma. You can declare the variable name outside of the class layer in C++. You can declare the variable outside of the class. So that is called global variable. That global variable can be accessed by all the classes. But here that Java does not support a global variable, and Java does not use a pointer. So that's why this language is called highly secured language. So if we use pointer, what will happen now? We can access the memory. So if we can access the memory now, we have rights to access all the resources of the machine. But if I cannot use pointer, means I cannot touch the memory. If I cannot touch the memory, then I cannot access the resource. So then that's why this Java is called highly secured programming language. So and for you it is easy to programming also. Most of them feel pointer concept are difficult, you know. In Java there is no pointer concept, so you can easily write the program. And Java replaces the destructor with the finalize function. In Java here there is no destructor. Instead of destructor, here we have a finalize function, but Java have a constructor, but destructor is replaced by with the finalize function. So here no header files in Java. Java here we going to use, instead of header file, we're going to use packages. And Java does not have a preprocessor. Now we will see the general structure of a Java program. It is very important, ma. Hereafter you have to listen very carefully. What is the general structure of a Java program? So documentation section. So documentation section means this program was developed by so and so, and what is the purpose of this program. So like you have to document the program first. Okay, and then next package statement. What is a package statement, Nama? That you are writing one program and you're going to make it that as a package means if you have to mention the package name. For example, I am going to write one addition program, addition or subtraction some program. I want to make it that as a package. So that as a package means next second I have to mention the package name. For example, package sum, package add, subtract. So like that I have to mention. And then the third statement, interface statement. So if you're going to implement multiple inheritance means you have to mention interface statement. After that, class definition. So first documentation section. So if you want to give any information about the program, first one is documentation section. And then you want to make your program as package means, then you have to mention the package statement. And if you're going to implement multiple inheritance means, so the next statement must be interface statement, and then class definition. Then within class definition, we have main method. Within class definition, we have main method. So package statement. So what is the purpose of package statement means? It informs the compiler that the class defined here belonging to this package. For example, if I am write a package add subtract means, so now what are the code I am writing? So that are all comes under the package add sub. So we will see what is a package and all later. What is what is library in C and C++? No. You know what is a header file in C++, no?
Yes, ma'am.
So as this package is as similar
Yes, ma'am.
as that header file, ma. So we can create our own package and we can import that package whenever we need and wherever we need. So let's see one example here, ma. So first I told you, documentation section. So first, this is a simple Java program. Call this file example.java. So you first documentation. You have to give some information about this program. After that, wait 1 minute. Documentation section, and here I am not making this program as package. I don't want this program. I don't want this program as package. So that's why here I am not used any package statement. So what is the second statement? So the second statement must be a package statement. But here I am not making this program as package. So that's why I am not using the package statement. What is the third statement? If I implement multiple inheritance means I need to include interface statement. So this program is not for multiple inheritance concept. So that's why here there is no interface statement. And the fourth statement is here I'm importing the package. The fourth statement, the import statement. So here I need the package in like ash include stdio.h, ash include IO stream. In C++, we are including some header files, no? What is the purpose of IO stream? Ash include IO stream. It is used for reading and writing purpose.
Yes,
No? So if
yes,
you
ma'am.
include that header file, then only you can read and write. Write on console. Like here, we instead of include, we have to use import. Actually, import should be a small. It should not be capital letter. Import and the java.lang package. So several packages are available. So we will see that we will see all the packages purpose later. By default, even if I am not import this java.lang package, automatically this package is imported. Even if you are not importing the package java.lang, it is automatically imported. So like several packages are there. Depends upon the which function you want to use. Based on that, you have to import the corresponding packages. Here, how you have to write the class name. Here, some conditions are there for writing the class name and the method's name. So, class name always start with the capital letter. Class name always should start with the capital letter. So, here E started with the, here a class name is example. It started with the capital. So, but sometimes if class have more than one word, for example, my class name is example program means, then the second word is also should be start with the capital. So all built-in class are all use these condition that all class name should be start with the capital letter. If it is have more than one word means that second all the word starting character should be capital. So if you write, if we write our own class means we can also follow the same rule, but it is not necessary. But in Java, all built-in classes are follow this rule. So we have to follow the same class name. On the method name, if a method name that contains more than one word means, except the first word, all other word character, starting character are should be capital. For example, my function name is add function means, function name is add function means that add. So it is my Okay, add function means add add or small, and then function that f should be capital pa. If function contain more than one word means except the first word, all other word starting characters are all should be capital. Class name, how we have to write the class name means the starting character of the class name should be capital. If it has more than one word means all the word first character should be capital. Now here, so first statement documentation, second statement is package statement, third statement is interface statement, and fourth statement is importing statement, and here fifth one is class. So within the class we have to write the main function. In C++, where we have to write the main function, we have to write the main function outside of the class. Am I correct or not?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
In C++, we have to write the main function outside of the class, but in Java, we have to write the main function within a class. We have to write the main function within a class. So here, what is the syntax for a main function means? What is the syntax for main function means? Public, and then static, void main. Public, static, void main. So this is the syntax for main function. All you have to write all you have to write the main function only in this format: public, static, void main, string, args. So here, what is the purpose of public means? We have to access this main function from anywhere. No, what is the purpose of keyword public? What is the purpose of keyword public, private, protector? Have you remember all those?
To make it accessible, ma'am.
Inheritance.
Make it visible to
Access modifiers, ma'am.
access modifier. So what is the purpose of the keyword public? If we declare any function or any variable as public means we can access from
From
anywhere.
another class also.
We can access from anywhere. So that's
Any
why.
class also.
So here in C++, which method is executed first? We have so many functions in our program, but which main function is executed? Yeah? So in Java also, which function is executed means main method is executed first, but this main method is within the class. But while I'm executing the program, I need to access the main function, yeah? Because which is executed first, main method is executed, so it has to be accessed from outside of the class. So that's why it is public. Understood, Amma? Why here they are using the keyword public for main function? You understood? Understood or not, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And next, what is the purpose of
Yes, ma'am.
keyword static? So, have you heard about the keyword static? If any
We can use without any object.
if any class that contain static function means, if class contains static function means, you don't need to create the object to call the function. You can directly call the function without creating the object. So if any class that contains static function, usually how will you call the member function of the class? Usually how will you call the member function of the class?
With the object.
You have to create object for the particular class, and then by using a dot extension by using dot operator object dot, you have to call the function. But if function is a static function means, we no need to create object to call the function. By using class name, we can directly call the method. So when which statement is executed which function is executed main function is executed. So that time object is not created for that particular class. So that's why to call the main function, it is made as static. Understood, Appa? Why it is made as static? You understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, because it is executed first. At the time, object is not created for that particular class, but we have to call the main function. So that's why it is made it as static. And what is the purpose of void? So this main function does not return anything. So that's why it is void. In C++, two type of main functions are there. Have you remembered that, ma? Two type of main functions are there.
With and without argument.
With and without argument, command line arguments, no? Main function without argument and main function with the command line argument. Have you remember about that command line argument, pa? Command line argument. So we can pass some argument to main function. That argument is called a command line argument. So here we have only one main function format, main method format, that is with the argument. So what does that argument type mean? String. So already I told you, string here, string is a class. Here string is a class. So that's why S is started with the capital letter. S is started with the capital letter. That argument should be string array. Argument should be string array. So for this you can use any name, but usually we are using args, but you can use any name, just a variable name. But that argument type should be string. So here the string is nothing but class. So that's why that S is capital. The starting letter of that class string is capital. And then in C++, how will you print the statement on monitor by using a cout statement? In C language, how we will print the statement on monitor?
Printf.
Printf. Now here we have to use system.out.println. So if you are using a println means automatically after printing this statement, this is a simple Java program. After printing the statement, automatically cursor will come to next line. But if I am using only print, after printing the statement, the cursor is blinking here itself. After printing the statement, cursor is blinking here itself. But if I give println after printing the statement, automatically cursor will come here and come to next line. But if I use print, but here if I use /n, similar your C++. If I use /n means what will happen? After printing the statement, the cursor will come to next line. Understood what is println and print? Can you understood what is the purpose of println and print?
Yes, ma'am.
Here,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, here system is the class name. So where this function is available means this system is the class name. So within that class, we have an object out. So out.println. So we will see this thing later. Now system.out.println. So for printing purpose, what we have to use? System.out.println. System.out.print. So if you are using println means after printing the statement, cursor will come to next line. If you are just using print means after printing the statement, the cursor is blinking there itself. So system is a class name. So that's why S should be capital. Class name always start with the capital. System is a class name. And then out is the object name. So that is the member of this class system. And by using that object, I am going to call the function println. Understood, Amma? System is the class. System is the class. So that's why S is the first character. S is the capital. And then out is the member of that system class. That is object. So by using that object, I'm going to call the function println. So by using this println function, I'm going to print the statement on monitor. So understood, Amma? Understood or not, Pa?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay. So I have, even if you are not imported this java.lang package, automatically it is imported. No need of this while you write a simple program. This program just printing the statement on monitor, no? So I no need this package. But by default, it is imported automatically. Even if you are not importing, automatically this package is imported. So the next class, we will see some of the packages and purpose of the packages. And then how we have to compile the program. I told you by using Java C. So now this where I have saved this program means I have saved the program in C drive itself. So that's why from that place itself I have to compile Java C. example.java. So file name is example.java. So after compiling it, what we will get? We will get example.class. So then we have to execute by using Java and then class name. For example, instead of example, if I having some other name, for example, if class name is 1, this instead of example, if class name is 1, but this source code is saved as example.java means, understood? Here class name what I have given 1, but the source code is saved as example.java means what will happen? I have to compile the program by using the source code file name, But after compiling it, what will happen? It will create class file with the name one.class, because this one only have a main function. No, this one only have main function. For all class, one class file is created. So here we have only one class. The class name is called 1. So this class only contains the main function. So while we execute the program, we have to use that class name which contains the main function. Understood, Abba? It is very important, ma. But so that's why usually we use the same name for class name as well as the file name. Usually we are using same name for class name and the file name. Understood or not, pa?
Yes, ma'am.
File name is example.java, then make it the class name is also example. If you are make it class name is example means, then only the .class file is also created with the same name. But if class name is different means, then the .class is created with that different name. Class source code file is in one name and the .class file is in another name. But while we execute that program, we have to give the class file name which contains the main function. Here I have only one class, but I can have more than one class in my program. For each class, one class file is created, one .class file is created. But for execution purpose, which class file we have to use? The class which contains main function. Understood? Understood, Amma? So better, better you try to give the same name for the file name, and also you give the same name for the class name which contains main function. So then only we can use the same name for compilation and execution. Java-C example.java, Java example, like that. Otherwise, for a compilation, we have to use one name. For execution, we have to use another name. But it is not a problem. But for easy to understand, for easy purpose, we give same name for file name and also for class name. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I thought we will see this thing later, because next class I have one more class. Okay. We will see this the remaining things in next class. Shall I stop?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Thank you. Next class I have at 9:45. I have to do some arrangements. Okay, bye,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.